Funny story. Besides being one of the least reliable brands, one of the crappiest brands in my opinion for a Japanese company, which is just unheard of. You have the likes of Honda, you got Toyota, you got, Subaru, you got Mazdas. Nissan is at the bottom. I would never put Nissan even close to those companies. I don't I But anyway, this is a crazy story. The fact that Nissan, nobody likes their piece of shit, garbage ass cars, but yet the dealership is so emboldened to rip the customer off. That's why people hate buying cars. I hate the process. I hate talking to dealerships. I hate doing all that crap, man. It's just a headache. I hate it. I fucking hate it. In case you didn't know, the process just sucks. No matter how many cars I bought in the past, it never gets any easier. It never gets better. It's always just one getting, regardless of where you go, man. They all just, they're just gonna rip you off. There's very small amount of dealerships that are gonna be doing the right thing, trying to take care of the customer, that actually cares about the customers. Most of them are just trying to make a quick buck, and as much of it as they can. So this is crazy. So let's go ahead and actually go to the video, man. Price gouge gone rogue. And the fact that the government steps in, you know damn well the government doesn't do a damn thing unless it's blatant and consistently happening. But if it's like 1, 2 complaints, it's cool. But if you're having multiple complaints, eventually they're going to step in to look at the situation and see what's going on. They do that shit. The Federal Trade Commission, they don't fuck around. And like I said, once the government sinks its teeth on you, you may have money, but the government have infinite amount of money and influence and power. So this is going to be interesting. I want to see where the chips fall at the end of this whole situation. So let's go ahead and get on the video. All right, here we go.
Our dealership in Manchester is in hot water this morning after several customers claim they were scammed.
And now the Federal Trade Commission and the Attorney General's office have filed a lawsuit against them. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones is live right outside Manchester City Nissan to break it all down for us. Marcy?
Good morning, Nicole and Caitlin. Deceptive practices as well as misconduct. These are two things that Attorney General William Tong claimed happened at this dealership. Now with the lawsuit he's bringing against them, he's hoping it sends a message to not only these owners but other businesses here in Connecticut that shady business practices will not be tolerated. Now, according to the law.
But this isn't just a Connecticut issue. It's a nationwide problem. Doesn't matter what state you're in. There's always going to be sketchy ass fucking dealerships that's always going to try to take advantage of somebody that's not well informed or hasn't done their research. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Doesn't matter what city or state that you're in, it's going to happen. Doesn't matter whether it's in California, whether it's in like a small town in Georgia somewhere, Florida, Maine, West Virginia, any state. It could be one of those smaller states, even in Hawaii, like a small ass fucking island. There's still that one dealership that's going to try to take advantage of somebody that's not fully aware or didn't do their homework completely. They're going to just give you everything. That's why it's very, very important when you get your contract to go line by line to make sure that you're being charged correctly, and if not, they have to cancel the whole contract and do it over. That happened to me when I was purchasing my vehicle. They had to cancel the contract because the numbers didn't match up. I was looking,
lawsuit. It states that customers purchased what they believe to be certified pre-owned vehicles, which is a used car in exceptional condition where any issues have been recorded and fixed, making the vehicles more trustworthy. And when one is advertised for sale, that is the set price. But according to the lawsuit, that's not what happened in several cases at Manchester City Nissan. Attorneys say a customer would come in for a car, advertise it around $20,000, and wind up paying closer to $23,000. Customers also claim to have found random charges tacked on to the cost of their vehicles without their knowledge or consent. Attorney General Tong says he believes the dealership knew exactly what they were doing to deceive customers.
What is really disappointing and shocking to me are the thousands of dollars in fake fees, bogus fees, junk fees, add-ons that Manchester City Nissan has larded onto its customers.
Oof.
Now,
Imagine being on the news. That's not good. It's not good at all. Eventually, all this shit gets out, especially with how things have progressed in such a short period of time with social media, everything being recorded, everything being put online. You know, like your reputation could usually get ruined like this, like at a snap of a finger. Somebody can literally lose everything in just a snap of a finger. And that's just how it is in this new age of how, you know, you would think that businesses would be trying to do the right things and taking care of their customers and not trying to fuck them over left and right. But nah, there's always going to be one business that's going to try to take advantage of people. And, you know, it's unfortunate. But there's myriad of those dealerships are all over the United States. Doesn't matter where you're at. But certain countries have different laws when it comes to vehicle sales, and they're way, way ahead of us. We're still this dealership system is just a complete scam, in my opinion. But the fact that not only just the Federal Trade Commission is getting involved on this whole situation, the Attorney General is also getting involved. So this isn't just a one case thing. This is happening multiple times. And like I said early on in the video, if it was just one, you know, it's okay. But if it's like many people coming forward having that same issue, eventually they have to look into it. And that's exactly what's happening here. They're looking into it. Crack open those books.
Fortunately, the dealership has not responded to any of Channel 3's attempts to contact them. As soon as we do, we'll bring you that update. However, in the meantime, Attorney General William Tong says that he hopes that they realize what a big deal this is and that they will settle it very soon, as quickly as possible. And if not, he'll see them in court. Reporting live in Manchester, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Sometimes it's just better for you to eat that cost if you're a business, instead of having to, you know, go through the whole process and spend more money, and you end up settling anyway. So you could have saved yourself a shit ton of time and just be done with it. Can you imagine purchasing a vehicle for $20,000 and dealership tax on $7,000 in just fees and a bunch of crap? Ugh. Finally, the FTC alleged that MCN inflated the cost of government-imposed taxes and fees or made up them entirely. In one case, the dealership reportedly charged a customer $345 for state fees that should have only cost $208. The complaint charges the dealerships as well as a number of its employees for violating FTC Act and the Connecticut Unfair Trade Practices Act. Meanwhile, MCN told WFSB that it is one of the highest rated Nissan dealerships, highest rated for ripping people off. Scam! In New England, and challenged the allegations. Well, we got to say the word allegedly. You know, they allegedly scammed people. We dispute the claims in the lawsuit from Federal Trade Commission. Ugh, good luck with that fight with the government. They have like infinite pool of money. They do not reflect our company or our customers' experience. We look forward to addressing the claims in court. It wrote in a statement, in light of the pending litigation, it would not be appropriate to comment any further at this time. Hey, man, good luck. It's the government. What's going to happen is they're just probably going to end up having to settle eventually. If not, I don't know. But to be honest, most people don't really like dealerships anyway. So I don't see if this was, it just depends on the judge, I guess. And if it's I don't think it's going to be with with a jury. I don't know. I don't know that whole system when you're suing a company. Is it a jury trial, or is it just up to the judge to decide on how to proceed forward with with this whole situation? So I'm gonna keep a close eye on this situation because it's interesting and see where it goes. So hopefully it shines some light on some of these shady ass fucking dealerships trying to take advantage of people. So make sure you look through your contract and see exactly what you're signing and you're initialing to before you walk away from that dealership, before everything is finalized. Just be careful because these motherfuckers will, you give them an inch and they'll take a whole fucking mile. They'll just add everything in there. All right. Next thing you know, you're paying like almost $1,000 for a car payment, which is just insane. But enough of me going on. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.